Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing the X-ray challenge. Now if you don't know what the X-ray challenge is, where you split your drawing in half and color it all black and do the line art in white. But by the green you can see, I'm going to take it a little further. I'm going to make it an actual X-ray. So I've started off with like the metal bits because in an X-ray they really pop. I thought maybe the bow would have some metal in it since it's so propped up, and I know for a fact petticoats have metal in them because I have one myself. And I'm sure you didn't need an explanation because you've most likely seen it before if you're watching my channel, but I've been meaning to do this challenge for a very long time because it is not a new challenge. It was also fun to find ways where the metal wouldn't overlap too much. For example, in the mask, I'm sure that entire gas mask is metal, but I obviously don't want it to cover up the details I want. And then moving on to the hair, that's going to show up a little differently. So maybe a different shade of like blue, green, whatever this color is. The bone part was a lot of fun. It was a little challenging because I don't have it memorized, the anatomy of everything, on top of having to stylize it in an interesting way. Looking at these hips, I had to pull up a reference. I could not for the life of me figure it out. Hips are so complicated to draw. And with the perspective, even though I cut her in half, quote unquote, you can still see her other leg through this view. So I had to like really think about it. I also considered this X-ray challenge showing the organs, but I feel like that's more of like a cut in half challenge, you know? Because like an X-ray, it shows all like the very solid pieces. If you look at a X-ray, you're not really going to be seeing like the organs. Maybe that's like an MRI challenge. For someone who's had like 3 MRIs, I should know what they're seeing, right? Also, with this spinal cord, I don't know why I thought that's what a spine looks like. Obviously, I corrected myself, but I don't know why I thought it looked like a dinosaur back. Also, with all skulled noses, I make them an upside down heart because it's adorable, and I'm not going to not do that. Then I added some details to the metal, made it look like twisted wire maybe, just so it didn't look so bland and flat. Even though obviously not a lot of detail shows up in actual X-rays, I want this to look fun and cool. And if one side's super detailed and the other isn't, it's gonna look really weird. So I guess let's pretend this is like a really advanced X-ray that can see like everything in 4K. And then with the hair, I wanted it to look like the hair texture, so I copied like the negative space from the actual hair underneath. Usually hair is gonna just look like a big blob, but I thought it really looked cool. It actually looked like she was a ghost at this point. She looked like she had ghost hair. I also really wanted to make the skeleton part like separated. It kind of was all kind of mending together, so I added obviously like details where 2 things are not the same. I actually studied a little bit of X-rays before this, just briefly, and the inside of the bone was like less bright and intense as the other parts, so I thought I would add that to really give that like X-ray feel. And I honestly think it ended up way better than I was expecting. I also decided like these ruffles need to be a different color, so the dress still looks like a dress even in X-ray mode, and I thought making them a little darker would really help contrast the really brightness that we have going on right now. And honestly, she really did end up looking like a ghost, which I guess kind of makes sense because X-rays are like a lot of glowing and a lot of blue, and that's kind of how we interpret them sometimes. So here's the final results. Tell me, does it give you X-ray vibes? And is this a good interpretation of the X-ray challenge? Because I had a lot of fun with this, and it was a really cool way to like do something with art that I've already used before. But this is a longer video, so let me know if you like this format, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye!